Hey there, it is Alicia Carlson from Find Your Thrive, and today I want to talk to you about weighing out the rewards of change versus the sacrifices. I heard a quote, or I've actually heard this quote several times, and it's something along the lines of the pain of remaining the same has to outweigh the pain or the fear of change. And that's something that I really struggled with for a long time because trying to change, trying to transform was so scary. And I had messed up so many times in the past, or I had let myself down so many different times that I really started to doubt whether or not change or transformation was even possible for myself. I was reading a book last night before bed called The Business Boutique by Christy Wright. And if you are an entrepreneur or if you think that you ever want to start your own business, I strongly recommend checking out her community. It's been really great, a great tool for me just kind of as I walk through all of that, the side of business, but that's kind of getting off topic. Anyway, in the part that I read last night, she was talking about setting goals. And a lot of times when we set goals, we've got these ideas, we've got these visions, kind of these dreams, right? Really, whether it's a weight loss related goal, whether it's a financial goal, running your first marathon, or whatever the goal might be. We set those goals because we think that at the end of the goal, there's going to be some sort of a payoff, some sort of a reward attached to it. But what happens oftentimes is we might start off pursuing this goal really strong in the beginning. We've got a high resolve, we're highly inspired to reach the goal, but then we hit roadblocks or we hit obstacles. And in the midst of those obstacles or those roadblocks, we can become really discouraged when all of a sudden we realize that changing or transforming ourselves or kind of leveling up or pursuing to reach those goals requires sacrifice. It requires us to be willing to say goodbye to what is no longer working and kind of head out into the unknown towards something that we see as being better, bigger and better. And so one of the challenges or one of the things that she really said that stuck to me is in the process of setting goals and in the process of working towards goals, instead of focusing on what you have to say goodbye to, what you have to get rid of, instead of focusing on the sacrifice, try focusing instead on the reward. So if it's a weight loss related goal, what is the reward? What is the feeling, or what are the feelings? What are the benefits or the perceived benefits to reaching that goal? And a lot of times when we start setting goals, I'm usually the same way. I'll set a goal. For a long time, it was a weight related goal, and I would set that goal and not really know why. I mean, I knew that I wanted to see the number drop by 10 or 15 pounds, and that's fine, but I had attached certain feelings or certain emotions to that weight, to that number. And I've also set financial goals, or I've set other types of goals thinking that at the end of that goal, that destination was going to provide something for me. So instead of focusing on what we have to give up, the sacrifice in order to reach the goals, what would happen if we started focusing on the reward and really diving into what it's going to feel like to reach that goal, and really tapping into the why. Why are we pursuing that goal in the first place? So just that little shift right there in your mindset from thinking about what you're giving up to what you're going to be gaining in pursuing those goals is going to make the process of goal setting, the process and the journey to reaching those goals so much more enjoyable. It's going to really allow you to enjoy the process. And I've seen that even in my own life, just by changing that focus, by not seeing what I'm giving up, but really what am I gaining? Who am I in the process of becoming that next level version of myself? What am I gaining, and what's the reward, and what's the payoff? And that simple shift alone has been so effective in pulling me towards my goals rather than being pushed by a lack mindset, or by being pushed because of sacrifice, or by being pushed because of different pain or different things like that that are making me feel uncomfortable in that current situation. I would much rather be making change because I'm being pulled to that greater vision, that bigger dream, rather than being pushed because I don't have any choice, and I have to kind of leave where I currently am. Another thing we want to do is set clear and defined goals. So knowing exactly what it is that you're working for, why you're working for it, when you want to accomplish it, and how you're going to accomplish it is going to be huge. That is going to give you essentially that roadmap towards reaching those goals. If we just say, I want X, then that doesn't give us a lot of information to go off of. It doesn't really give us a plan to get there. And it's really easy at that point to become discouraged when we're not making progress because we don't know how to get there. So think about setting those parameters or setting those guidelines, the why, the what, the how, the when of your goals, as creating the roadmap, creating a clear way for you to reach your goals, to get from here to there. So basically, just to sum it up, we want to really focus on shifting from that sacrifice mindset to the reward mindset. When you look at setting your goals after you've gone through and you've created the roadmap by identifying what you want to reach or what you want to achieve, how you're going to achieve it, how you're going to get there, when, and maybe most importantly, why you're working for those goals. So after you've created that specific roadmap for your goals, focusing on the reward. So keeping in mind, maybe putting it up on a vision board or writing down the perceived rewards, setting little rewards along the way as you kind of benchmark your progress are going to be huge motivators in keeping you going. And then just kind of asking yourself, are you the type of person that wants to be pulled by something or pushed by something? Again, by identifying a clear why you're pursuing your goals and by really identifying some rewards and getting in touch with the feelings and the emotional side of what those rewards are going to bring is going to be like a magnet, a super strong magnet, just pulling you closer towards your goals rather than being pushed by the discomfort of your current situation. So it just kind of spins everything from that negative, icky feeling of staying the same and can generate a ton of excitement in terms of reaching for your goals and kind of reaching for that next level. I mean, that's still going to be uncomfortable. It's still going to be maybe a little bit painful at times, which all transformation is. You just have to ask yourself, is the pain of staying the same worse than the possible change or the possible pain that comes with change? So I hope this helps you. I hope this inspires you to get out there and set some goals. Even though we're halfway through the year, there is never a bad time to set goals or to identify your vision or get after the dreams that have been placed in your heart. So keep these tips in mind. I would love to hear what goals you're setting for yourself, how you're getting there, how you plan to reward yourself. You can go ahead and leave all of that in the comments below. If you know somebody that could benefit from this message, please feel free to share this with them. Also, be sure to hit subscribe, click the bell so that you are notified when new videos are up each week. I really enjoyed kind of sharing this process with you. This is something that I've worked a lot through just personally, kind of shifting from that lack and that negative and that sacrifice mindset into seeing my goals as kind of this fun thing to go after. So I want the same thing for you. So share this, subscribe, and until next week, have a great rest of your day.